Welcome back for game number 2 here, and we are underway. First pitch of game number 2 here is at 7:11. We're a little bit behind here. We normally start around 7, but we're moving along here. Tori Ulick on the hill here for the Huskies in game number 2. Again, a non-conference game here. Had a late start here for us getting on the air, but we made the first pitch. And had trouble getting some of the lineup cards from one of the teams, so we're just finally catching up here. Is Tori Ulick on the hill for the Huskies, and his battery mate there behind the plate is Skylar Blado. So Blado getting the start behind the plate in game number 2, and Jackson Fleeflet over at first base, and there's a call strike, and it's full count now to the leadoff hitter for the Sheyenne Mustangs is Carter O'Lean. He's the left fielder. It's full count now from Tori Ulick. That one comes high and away, and it's ball 4. So a walk issued here by Tori Ulick. I'm Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson, Three Borders Sports Network. Sorry we didn't quite get our pregame show there by Vaterstad. Welcome to our world of farm machinery, offering Wilrich, Concord, and Wishick Brandon machinery. Vaterstad, our pregame sponsor. Carter O'Lean reaches on a walk, and that brings up number 2 hitter Carter Carlson, shortstop for the Mustangs. Takes a call strike from home plate umpire Roy King. On the bases in game number 2, Josh Nordick. And I'm Joe Schreiner, and Brian Watson on the call here too.
See if the Huskies can bounce back here in game number 2.
Falling in game number 1, 17-1, and there's just missed the inside corner there. And it's 1-1.
Yeah, just on the inside there.
So 1 ball, 1 strike here as Ulick set to deliver. It comes up high. It's 2-1. So again, Jackson Fleeflet over at first base.
That might take some getting used to over there. Jackson, so used to having him behind the plate.
Yeah. Jack Rittenauer over at second base here for the Huskies. At third base is Riley Timian, his usual spot, along with shortstop Caden Kappas. There's a drive out to right field. Getting over for that one, and making the squeeze on the play there is Jaden King out in right field. So Jaden King with the putout.
Huskies get that first out. Took them a little bit to get that first out in the first game.
True. So F9 here gets the first out for Tori Ulick. Runner at first is O'Lean, and now batting is Evan Berg. He played in the first game. He's also playing third base again here in the second game. So Tori Ulick, breaking pitch there, gets the call on the corner. It's 0-1 now to Evan Berg. Berg waiting for the pitch from Ulick. Delivers just outside. It's ball 1-1. Blado makes a nice scoop on that. Riley Timian at third. Kappas at short. There's a nice pickoff move there. Not quite in time, but Fleeflet puts the tag down and runner back safely. Out in right field, Jaden King. In center field for the Huskies here is going to be Sterling Warney in game number 2. Gets center field start, being Tori Ulick is in pitching. And over in left field is Miles Hinckley. There's your starting lineups there for the Huskies, brought to you by Thrivent and Will Ulick. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. So Tori Ulick delivers just off the corner. It's 3-1. So Tori in the stretch here, keeping the runner at first. Delivers, call strike on the inside corner, and it's full, 3-2.
Just a very, very corner, we'll call that one.
So full count, 1 out. We'll see if the runner goes here. If Coach Bodell will take a chance here. 3-2 count. Runner stays, but it's ball 4, so it's a free pass issued. And Berg will get the walk.
Just missed there. Sheyenne Starting this one out sort of like they did the first.
It's like the junior varsity guys walking across here too. So Tate Gustafson, he is catching in this game. He was DH in the first game, and we saw Tate put a little power behind the ball when he swung in the first game, Brian. Tori Ulick delivers strike one at the belt. So Tate Gustafson. Breckenridge Cowboys fall 14-1 in the first game, and they're trailing 7-0 in the fifth inning of game number 2. So the Cowboys struggling over there at Cowboy Field today, playing Perham.
A lot of baseball and softball going on today. Makeup game over there in Breckenridge. BW Storm played today. They won 4-2.
So Ulick delivers the breaking pitch at the letters for a strike. It's 1-2. So Ulick on the mound here again, out in center field for him. Sterling Warning, and that's driven out to deep left center. Warning giving the chase on that one, and it's over the fence. Tate Gustafson with the home run. Puts 3 on the board here for the Sheyenne Mustangs as Tate Gustafson hits it over the left center field wall. Probably about a 370-foot shot or more.
He got all that one, Joe. I mean, that ball got up in a hurry and then out over the fence. And that one over in the football field just beyond the left field fence.
So 3 RBI home run here for Tate Gustafson. Again, Warney took off like he might have had a shot, but we could see here from the booth it was hit deep. And Gustafson with a 3-run homer.
And he had gotten a hold of a couple that were foul in the first game.
Yeah.
So he showed some of the power and able to time it and get it right there.
Making the final additions here to my book here, folks, and keep an eye on the action here. Ulick delivers the 1-0 pitch. It's down the third baseline. That took a weird hop off of some of that sod that was replaced that we talked about here, Brian, in the first game. Some sod was replaced along the baselines here, and Coach Bodell even walks over and just kind of jumped over Riley's glove.
Yeah, just like right on the edge there, and just a bad bounce right up over his head. He had a good read on it. And just at the last second, couldn't make the adjustment.
So we'll give a base hit there to Ryder Weigel that came in on that one. And brings up Sam Carpenter, the first baseman.
I really haven't seen the ball bounce too much today. It kind of dies in that wet grass and infield. And that one just hopped right over.
There's a strike, and it's 1-1 now to Carpenter. Runner at first base is Weigel, singled. That one comes up high. It's 2-1. All right, buddy, I got my book done. I think we're good to go.
Now you got everything right there?
I think so. I hope so.
All right.
So Ulick delivers. That one's pulled foul just past the third base coach's box. 2-2 with 1 out. As Blado gets a new ball back in for Tori Ulick. We got a timeout here. We're going to have an umpire discussion. Didn't see what happened here. What's going on there, Brian? Is there? Don't know what they're discussing. I guess I don't know if Tori was setting long enough there in his stretch, or if it's something that.
Well,
base umpire Josh Nordic saw there that wants to point out to Roy. We'll see what happens here.
I thought it was Roy that motioned to Nordic.
Roy, okay. 2-2. And the pitch. Swung on and missed, and Tori Ulick gets the strikeout on Sam Carpenter on a swing and a miss.
Good pitch there.
It was up high but he wanted to go for it.
High and inside.
Yep. So Connor Entz, the pitcher for Cheyenne in game number 2, comes to the plate. Runner at first base, again, is Weigel. 2 outs, 3-0 lead here in the top of the first. And there goes the runner. Blado fires it down there, but again, too big of a jump there for Weigel heading to second.
They had a chance to get him maybe, Joe, just a little high and off the mark.
Mm-hmm. Again, tomorrow night we've got NDSCS taking on MSCTC right here at John Randall Field on Three Borders Sports Network. That one's high by Tori Ulick. It'll be ball 2. NDSCS and MSCTC. The only home game after everything's been postponed and moved and rearranged for science. There's a call strike.
Yeah, it's been a crazy spring with postponements. And
goodness me.
You know, for the college teams, they flip their schedule. Games that are supposed to be played here, then they end up going on the road.
Yeah, Coach Kappas and the Wildcats have put on a lot of miles this spring. I mean, not only they went to Arizona for a if you will, a West Coast spring out there. They played 6 games out there, I believe. And then they come back here, and everything they've played so far has had to travel. There's a ground ball to Kappas at short. Nice easy hop for him. Over to Fleeflet at first. Retires the side. So the Huskies get out of the inning there on the ground ball by Entz to Kappas, and that will wrap up the first inning here as the Mustangs lead 3-0 over the Huskies here. We'll go to the bottom of the first. We'll be right back right after this. Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Since the inception of Vatterstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
Welcome back to John Randall Field, and welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network, everybody. The Huskies and the Cheyenne Mustangs. The Mustangs take the lead here, 3-0 here in the top of the first, and we're going to the bottom of the second. Or excuse me, bottom of the first. Wishing my life away there, B-Dub.
Don't confuse me there. I'm trying to change the innings, and you're telling me the wrong inning.
Bottom of the first.
Like, come on now.
Sorry, man. Tori Ulick leads off here for the Huskies. The pitcher takes low and away, ball 1. Connor Entz on the hill for the Cheyenne Mustangs, and behind the plate, Tate Gustafson. Like I said, he hit the home run in the last half inning there, driving in all 3 runs for the Cheyenne Mustangs. He was DH in Game 1, and he's catching in Game 2. Oline, Boehm, and Weigel in the outfield, left to right, as Tori Ulick takes a call strike.
See if the Huskies can get the bats going here in game number 2. Had a tough go against Mr. Hammond in the first game.
Yeah, Mr. Hammond, Brennan Hammond, had a great game in Game 1. That was inside. Going from third to first is Berg, Carlson, Hagen, and Carpenter for your defensive set there for the Cheyenne Mustangs. And the pitch is in the dirt, and Tori Ulick draws the walk. So we'll see if the speedster gets a green light here right away. Here as the Huskies trail 3-0. And Caden Kappas, usually a pretty good contact hitter coming to the plate.
Yeah, let's see if Caden can advance the runner over here. Caden very steady at the plate.
Caden facing Connor Hintz. As a call strike on the corner. It's 0-1 to the junior shortstop.
You look trying to get a good head start over there at first.
In our favorite black jerseys with purple numbers. And there goes Ulick in the fake bunt and pulled back, and we'll see if that's a strike. And Ulick slides in safely.
So there's the speed that we talked about.
There's the speed on the stolen base by Ulick. 1-1 is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hagen able to knock that throw down, and Carlson there to back him up.
Swing and a miss by Caden Kappas. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Caden. So Chantel Shoot in between games had a little visit with Bones.
Bones down there keeping the boys healthy.
Keeping all the guys healthy. And a called third strike on Caden. You don't see that too often on Caden. He usually knows the strike zone pretty well, but that one he got called out on.
Yeah, just got caught looking there. That one felt like it was low, and Roy King says a little different.
So Jackson Fleeflet stepping up to the plate here for the Huskies. He was 2 for 2 in the last game.
Yeah, the one bright spot at the plate for the Huskies in game number 1 was Jackson Fleeflet.
So we'll see if he can maybe get another base hit and bring in the speedster Tori Ulick at second base, bring him in. So in the bottom of the first here, it's 3-0 lead for Cheyenne on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. And that one gets away from Gustafson, and scooting down to third now is Tori Ulick on the wild pitch. So stolen base and a wild pitch for Ulick puts him at third base, 90 feet away for the first run here of the game for Wahpeton.
So the Huskies get themselves in scoring position here. Something that didn't see a lot of in game number 1, not until late in the game.
So Wahpeton threatening here in the bottom of the first. Call strike. And the pitch outside. That's a ball. So again, Fleeflet at the plate. And the count, I believe, is 2-1. Scoreboard is off right now, so we're swing and a miss, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jackson Fleeflet.
Yeah, I like that one. Just missed. Took a big, healthy cut at that.
Yeah, it was up at the letters there, and Jackson wanted to rip that one hard. 2-2. Runner at third base is Tori Ulick. And that one hit him right in the small of the back. So Fleeflet, after all that, gets hit by a pitch. And now the Huskies with runners on the corners here with Jaden King coming up to the plate. Jaden in right field for the Huskies in game 2. Started out, had a rough go of it on the hill in game 1 in the first inning, and took the loss for the Huskies.
Yeah, just never got settled in that first game. Jaden's done well on the mound so far this year, and just never got settled.
High for ball. So again, Coach Lundsetter down at third. Coach Hunter McCall, assistant coach, down at first. Assistant coach Will Ulick in the dugout. Swung on a little grounder to the first base box. Foul. I want to thank all of our sponsors. Vaderstad, our pregame show sponsor. Thrivent and Will Ulick, our starting lineups. Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Carlson Family Insurance, mound visits. And the pitch, and King fists that one toward the right side. Over to picking that one up was Entz, over to first base at Carpenter, and retires Jaden King, but he gets the RBI on the ground out.
Yeah, that ball, he didn't make real good contact with that ball. Had a lot of spin on it, hit the grass, and just died.
Yeah, it was just enough, though, to get the run in as Coming home and hustling there was Tori Ulick. And it's 2 outs now as Josiah Hoffman, the designated hitter for the Huskies, comes up to the plate. Just off the plate there, ball 1. One and 0 now to Josiah. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch, breaking pitch, comes across the plate just on the inside half. It's 1-1. Two outs, 1-1.
Oh.
Swung on and missed. It's strike 2 now. 1-2 to Josiah.
Yeah, Josiah's like that. The first one was inside. He thought it was going to be a ball and had to protect there.
So we'll see if he gets the breaking pitch on this one, too, on the 1-2 count. And shakes it off from Gustafson. Now he gets it and delivers. Up high and tight again. It's count is even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the first here. Mustangs lead the Huskies 3-1 on a 3-run shot by Tate Gustafson. Entz delivers to Hoffman. High ball, and the count is now full. Fleeflet still down at second base. Getting a chance to run bases here as he's playing first base now in game number 2. Shadows starting to overtake the infield now. There's strike 3, and it gets away from Gustafson, so he's going to have to throw it down to first base for the out, and he does. And the side is retired, but the Huskies score 1 run here in the bottom of the first on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. It's 3-1 in favor of the Mustangs. Back after this.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up. And we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Headset back on there?
No, I got to get my glasses set on first, man. I got to get my glasses underneath my headset.
Yeah, they get in the way sometimes.
I'm sorry about that extra
That's all
noise there.
No, it's okay.
Sorry about that. Chad just sent another text message too and said that the Cowboys lost the first game 14-1. The BW softball won 4-2, and you had those messages earlier as well too.
So evidently,
Brian,
Chad's not watching the game then.
So Chad might be busy doing something else. It looks like Tori Ulick is not. Looks like the Huskies might be pitching by committee here as Tori Ulick goes out now. I believe, yep, he's back in center field.
Caden Hockert on the mound?
So, yeah, Hockert comes in to pitch. So Ulick back out in center field. Looks like, is that Jack out in left? We'll see here. Nope, Jack's in right. Or second base, excuse me. And now batting here is Tanner Boehm, the center fielder for the Mustangs, as Hockert delivers. We'll figure out this whole process here when we get everybody set.
No, I thought you brought the binoculars.
I did.
Oh, okay.
I got to take my glasses off to look through them all. Does that make sense?
You can't do that. You'll lose the headset again.
Yeah. And make a bunch of noise. There's a call strike. So I believe Hinckley's still out in left. Ulick went to center, King in right. So Sterling is, they must have just done, that's what it was. So Sterling is now on the bench as Hockert is now pitching. So Ulick went out there. So I think that's what we got.
I better update my inning there.
Top of the second, buddy.
Well, you never said, so
Oh.
I wasn't sure.
Fouled back into the pads, and it's 3-2.
I got a lot going on over here, Joe.
Yeah, I know you are. You're doing well, man.
I'm learning.
Doing well. You'll be all good for tomorrow night's game. That one's in the dirt and scoots away, and Blado going to have to chase after it, but I don't think Tanner Boehm is going to be able to go anywhere, so that'll do it. There was a little bit of sun action there as Caden Ockert had to look from Blado to get the throwback, and it was right in Caden Ockert's eyes.
Yeah, it's tough, Joe. The
sun is
goes,
tough,
yeah,
folks.
It goes down right over the trees there on the first baseline, and just tough to see sometimes here.
Number 9 hitter, James Hagan, comes to the plate. So Hagan, second baseman again here in game 2. Thinks about putting down the bunt. Blado pulls it back down. So it's 1 ball, no strikes. Thank the rest of our sponsors, the Wahpeton Daily News, Red River Human Services, Three Rivers Crisis Center, and the City of Wahpeton. There's square, and there's a little bunt. Just Hockert picks it up, tried to barehand it, and it falls out of his hand. It was a good bunt to the left side of the pitcher's mound. Timian was coming in. Hockert was trying to chase it down and couldn't quite handle it, Brian.
Yeah, just got a little hurried there. Had plenty of time to get it out of his glove and just rushed it and left it on the grass.
So the number 9 hitter does his job and even gets on base here for the leadoff hitter, Carter O'Lean. He walked and scored in the first inning. So Fleeflet coming in at the corner at first base. O'Lean lays off that one. It's ball 1 high. So we'll try to keep up with these defensive changes here, folks, as they keep changing them on us, too. They don't report up here to the press box like we wish they would. There's a call strike. So it's 1-1 now to the leadoff hitter, Carter O'Lean. At second base, Tanner Boehm. At first base, James Hagan. Caden Hockert sets and delivers. Swung on and fouled. Just a rope down the first baseline, but it's going to be foul. It'll be 1-2.
Yeah, just a little bit late on that one. That one was hit hard.
Trey Stocker giving chase to that one down the right field line. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Carter O'Lean. Little breaking pitch there from Caden Hockert. Didn't quite make it to the plate. It's ball 2, 2-2. I see some heavy coats coming out now, Brian, so it's getting a little chilly as the sun goes down.
We might have to check out your electrical work here later. So.
Oh, I got the heat on already, man.
Well, we might have to turn it up a little bit.
You can certainly turn it up. It's outside, full count. Let's see if Coach decides to start him with 3-2 full count. Swung on and fouled away, out of play, over the first base line toward first base, or First Street. Ryan Bodell, head coach there at third base.
Yeah, just behind again on that one.
3-1, top of the second. It's a full count to O'Lean. To Fleeflet, hits his glove. Fleeflet tosses it over to Hockert, covering the bag. And the Huskies get the first out on the ground ball to Fleeflet and Hockert covering. So a nice play there from the pitcher and the first baseman to get the first out.
Yeah, a hard hit ball there. Jackson doing a good job of knocking it down. He's used to knocking down balls and keeping them in front. Did a good job there. And then Caden doing a good job of hustling over to cover the bag.
And we talked about that in the first game there, where the pitcher has got to hustle over there on that first, on that. As soon as that ball's hit to that side of the field, you got to get over there because you don't know where your first baseman's going to go. Call just off the corner is called a ball for Carter Carlson. He popped out to Jaden King in his first at bat in the first inning. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on right back to Hockert. He looks the runners back to, now we got runners caught up here between second and third. And Fleeflet throws it a little bit wide. Kappas couldn't get to it, and the run comes home to score. So an errant throw there on the throw from Fleeflet to Kappas, trying to catch Hagan at second base, and allows the run to score on the errant throw.
Yeah, sometimes maybe that's one that you want to just hang on to and just hold the runners. And, again, the Huskies just not able to execute. There's just been a couple of miscues in both games that have allowed the Mustangs to either score runs or extend innings. And there's another one there that they give up the run.
Carter Carlson, excuse me, that's not Carter Carlson. He's the one that just had that. So there's 2 outs here. Is there 1 out? Where am I at in the book here, buddy? What number is that? 2.
I'm just trying to keep the right camera angle here, Joe. You get caught up watching the game.
I think I've got 2 outs here. So Hockard over to Fleeflet for that one. Should have been the second out. And then Evan Berg at the plate now. He walked and scored in the first. Standing at second base is James Hagan. Hockard set to deliver. And there's a 4-pitch walk to Evan Berg. So now runners at first and second for Tate Gustafson. He had a 3-run homer in the first inning. And he's probably licking his chops coming to the plate again here facing Caden Hockard.
Now, we've seen Caden Hockard pitch a lot, and we know that sometimes he gets off to a slow start. They're coming in inning 2 for him. It's really his first inning.
Shadows about 3/4 covering the infield. High ball 1 to Tate Gustafson.
And certainly want to be careful with Tate here.
Yep.
After what he did in the first.
Drilled that ball over to left center field. Swung on and missed as looks like Caden Hockard let up on that one a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tate Gustafson.
Yeah, nice change of speed there and make him guess.
1-1 pitch. Call, strike right down the middle. Don't think it was something that Tate was expecting, so he didn't pull the trigger on that one, but it looked right down the pipe. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners on first and second for the Mustangs. Hockard's pitch, a little breaking pitch, going to ground ball just under Timian's glove, and Kappa's there to back it up, but no chance to get anybody at any base. So bases are now full as a little infield single there for Tate Gustafson.
Yeah, I thought Riley was going to be able to come up with that one, just didn't get his glove down good enough. And Caden Kappa's doing a good job backing him up there to keep that ball from going into the left field.
Ryder Weigel at the plate, singled in the first. In tight. Bases loaded here for the Mustangs, 1-0 with 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and laced between first and second. King comes in to pick it up. 1 run will score. And a second run coming in, and Fleeflet bobbles it. And the run at home is safe. So 2 runs come across with Evan Berg scoring one of them and James Hagan scoring the other one. And that puts Gustafson at second on the single by Ryder Weigel.
And Cheyenne, not short of bats.
Nope, that's
today
for sure.
In both games, just taking full advantage of the runners that are out there and just hitting the ball hard.
Yep. So it's 6-0 now in favor of the Mustangs as Sam Carpenter steps up to the plate.
6-1 there, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry, 6-1. Sorry. Thank you. 6 runs on 3 hits is all for the Mustangs. Swung on and missed. The only hit in the first inning for the Mustangs was the home run by Tate Gustafson. Swung on, fouled back into the net. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Sam Carpenter. Don't forget the City of Wahpeton, one of our sponsors here, jumping on board. Wahpeton, a lot of things going on in the city. Appreciate them stepping up. And the runners take off there, and no throws anywhere. That was a little bit outside there for Blado to handle and pick up, and I don't think he'd had a shot anyway as the runners took off right away.
No, just not worth making the throw there.
Sam Carpenter 2-2, and that's outside. It's 3-2. 6-1 lead for Sheyenne here as it's in the top of the second. Just off the plate, ball 4.
Caden thought he might have had that one. That was just outside there.
Yep.
Now back to the Mustangs. The pitcher, number 5, Connor.
So 2 outs here. The bases are loaded for the Mustangs, and the ninth hitter of the inning coming up to the plate is the pitcher, Connor Entz. He grounded out to shortstop at his last at bat, out to Caden Kappas. And that must have been low, ball 1. One and 0. Hawker delivers a strike at the knees. 1-1.
So first 2 pitches there low, gets one a ball and 1 a strike.
Swung on and fouled back into the net. 1-2. Huskies fall to 1-2 in the EDC with their first game loss here to Sheyenne. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and the side is retired. So 9 batters come to the plate, 3 runs score here for the Mustangs. And we'll go to the bottom of the second here. The Huskies trail the Mustangs on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard 6-1. Back after this.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Red River Human Services Foundation provides services to people with disabilities, which enhances their quality of lives and enable them to live, work, and develop relationships in their communities. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple direct support professional positions available in their Wahpeton, Fargo, and West Fargo locations. Job opportunities include flexible scheduling, competitive wages, on-site paid training, and life experience. Voted #1 place to work for the past 5 years. Join their team and apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services Foundation supports all local area sports activities and wishes everyone the best of luck.
Welcome back to John Randall Field, Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner. Brian Watson doing all the technical work, buddy. You're doing all the work today. I'm making easy money.
Well, I mean, you did build the press box, so, I mean, I guess you can take a day off if you like. I mean, after all this hard work. It looks good up here, though.
Thank you. We got the window trim to do and the door trim to do, and then I think I'm pretty much done. We got new chairs in here. We've got
They're comfy. I like it.
Yeah, we've got good chairs for everybody in here, and that's on a donation, of course, from Head Diedrich. Head Diedrich donated enough to get some chairs here and stuff, and some money toward the new press box, and a call strike here on first batter for the Huskies is Riley Timian. Again, the new concession stand going to be built here later this spring. There's another call strike on Riley, so it's 0-2. Some more things and exciting things in the works here at John Randall Field. 0-2 pitch. Swung on, and Riley drives it out to right field. Weigel sets up underneath it and makes the catch to retire Riley Timian on the F9.
Good contact there by Riley, just not able to keep the ball down. And the easy out for out #1.
It's going to bring up Jack Rittenauer, second baseman for the Huskies. He pitched a couple innings, 2 2/3 innings in the first game. And Jack getting his first at bat here. Takes ball 1. The 1-0 pitch from Connor Entz. Delivers, and Jack fouls that one off out of play over the first base side. Cheyenne Mustangs JV squad giving chase, and who comes up with it but Wendy Kappas. So Wendy says, you can have it anyway because I don't get a freezy when I come back. So Wendy gives it up over there, sitting with Grandma and Grandpa down the first base line.
She lay out for that one?
She did not lay out for that
okay.
one. No.
All right.
No.
She's aggressive over there. I've seen her.
Oh, yeah. She just hustled for the ball and beat the JV guys on that one. So it's 1-2 to Jack. Rittenauer takes it on the outside corner for strike 3. So Jack Rittenauer caught looking on that one. It's for the second out. It's going to bring up Sterling Warney.
So Int's doing a good job of just working the edge there.
Excuse me, not Sterling Warney.
Now batting the pitcher, number 9, Caden
Hawker.
So Hawkert's up. Just write down in my book here as Hawkert falls that one away. It's 1-1.
Thought that one was going to catch the roof there.
Caden came in for second inning to pitch, and Warney came out as Ulick went back out to center field. So the 1-1 pitch to Caden. Swung on and missed. It's strike 2. The Mustangs pitching, Brian, has just had the Huskies off balance here all day.
Yeah.
Couple of hits in the first game and still struggling here in game 2.
Yeah, they've got certainly
And
the two
breaking
pitchers
pitch by Entz.
that we've seen, Intz and Hammond have been very good tonight so far.
Yep. That retires the side. We got 2 complete here in Wahpeton at John Randall Field on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. The Mustangs 6, the Huskies 1. Back after this.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
That we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota, or that we've been around for over 60 years. How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
The Wahpeton Daily News wishes all area sports teams the best of luck this year. The Wahpeton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the Daily News and the News Monitor. Keep up with local news, sports stories, and personal interest stories in our papers. Check out www.wahpetondailynews.com for more information about our e-newsletter right at your own computer. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes all of the teams the best of luck this season. And now entering the game for the Wahpeton Huskies on the mound is going to be number 5, Caden Kappas. And moving over to shortstop is going to be Caden Hawkert. So the two Cadens switching spots here. Hawkert to short and Kappas to pitch. And Caden Kappas will face the 8-9-1 hitters for the Sheyenne Mustangs. It'll be Bame, Hagen, and Oline, the leadoff hitter. Top of the third. You got that switch, Brian?
I did.
Attaboy.
I got so much going on over here
I know
in
you do.
between innings and trying to run the commercials.
Yeah. You don't pay yourself enough.
I don't. I might have to start paying myself a little extra, a little overtime.
But then if we got to pay you, then we'll have to pay Chad for doing something
No,
too.
we're not paying that guy.
Okay.
Come on now.
All right. Kappas delivers the 1-0 pitch just off the plate. It's 2-0.
Yeah, the sweatshirts are coming out now.
Sweatshirts are coming out. Getting a little chilly here at John Randall. 2-0. There's a call strike. It's 2-1. Chad just said, tell Watson to pick up his game. That one's right back up the middle underneath the feet of Caden Kappas for a base hit there for Tanner Bame.
Caden almost had a chance to backhand that one as it went by.
Yeah.
Just did enough to get out of the way of it.
It still says 55 degrees, but the feels like temperature is 55 with the wind out of the west at 3 miles an hour, but the sun has gone down, so that's why it feels chillier.
It's about 35 in the sun, in the shade, I mean.
James Hagan, number 9 hitter, steps up now as Caden Kappas sets and delivers. And a bunt down the third baseline. Kappas got a hustle over and fires it to Fleetfoot at first. Retires Hagan on the 1-3 putout.
Nice play there by Caden to cover that bunt.
Got off the mound in a hurry there, did Caden. And that's going to bring up top of the order now for Carter Oline with the runner in scoring position now on the sacrifice bunt. But Bame at second base. Probably Chad texting again there.
Feels like a San Francisco summer right now.
A San Francisco summer?
Yeah, it's pretty chilly.
Okay. I bet you'd be out golfing in it, though.
I would, not going to lie.
Matt Doctor watching this, and he said, tell Brian he's doing just fine.
I appreciate
how about that, Doc?
It's nice that somebody has my back. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you need the support, man.
I do.
Thanks, Doc, for tuning in and watching Three Borders. Appreciate it. Kappas inside. Almost hit Carter Oline, and it'll be 2-1 now to the left fielder. So far, the left fielder walked and grounded out. Kappas again inside. It's 3-1.
Yeah, another one inside there. It's 2 in a row. See if he can get back out of here and find his control.
Here's a pitch called strike. It's full count now, 1 out. Again, the runner at second base, Tanner Bame. Yeah, blankets are coming out too, buddy. I see down the first baseline, blankets.
Yep, here we go.
3-2 pitch. Swung on and just barely hanging. Nice pitch there by Caden Kappas, and Oline just barely hangs on.
Yeah, Oline trying to time that one and just a little bit late.
3-2, 1 out. We'll see what Caden brings on this pitch. Right down the middle and swung on and missed again by Oline. Fouled back to the pads. So the count remains full.
Caden doing a good job of working back and getting this thing to full.
3-2 pitch from Kappas to Oline, goes up high. So good at bat there by Carter Oline to work the count and then foul off a couple pitches, and he gets the free pass.
Yeah, Caden just missing there.
That's going to bring up Carter Carlson, the shortstop. So far he's 0 for 2 on the day. Kappas settles in and delivers. Called strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. Six to 1 lead here in the top of the third. Runners at first and second for the Mustangs. Breaking pitch there kind of fooled Carlson, but Kappas didn't get the call. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners get their lead. Kappas delivers, and it's fouled back out of play toward First Street or the first base dugout.
You didn't park over there today, did you?
Nope, I'm safe, man.
Okay. All right.
Nope, didn't park over there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on and pulled to the left side. Hawkert's got to give chase. Backhands it, but nowhere to go with it as he was way deep in the hole. Hawkert made a nice backhanded stab there, Brian, but just couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah, just a good job to hustle over there and track that ball down, and just way too deep to make a throw, and made the right decision to hang on to it, hold the runners.
So bases loaded once again here for the Mustangs as Evan Berg comes to the plate. So far he's walked twice and scored twice. As Kappas delivers. Call strike. Berg in the first game was 1 for 4. Just inside, ball 1, 1-1.
Yeah, that's been Caden's miss, too, is inside there.
Beautiful spring evening here. At least the wind's not blowing, man. That one's just off the plate, ball 2.
I'm not going to complain. I might take my dog for a walk later.
Yeah.
So I won't have to bundle up too much.
Have you been on the golf course here yet?
I have not.
No?
League was supposed to start this week, but
That's
because
right.
of the rain and we weren't able. I think they canceled it and pushed it back one more week. So we'll have to wait to get going.
3-1 to Evan Berg. And the pitch caught the corner. It's full.
I'm not one to walk, Joe.
No.
I need the cart.
You need the cart.
I'm at that age where I need the cart.
Yeah. Probably all there, man. I know with all your basketball playing days, though, you've got a bad knee, so sometimes that helps.
I'll use any excuse I can on the golf course. Bad knee, I got a bad back, I got a bad elbow. You know, if it doesn't hit the green, I don't hit the fairway. There's something wrong with me.
Full count and a call, strike 3 as Blado hangs on to that one. And Evan Berg is retired on strikes for out number 2 here for the Mustangs in the top of the 3rd. That's going to bring up Tate Gustafson again. Runners in scoring position here for Tate Gustafson. He had a 3-run bomb in the first inning, and he's back at the plate looking for another one.
Let's see if Caden can work himself out of this one here. Did a good job getting the second out. And now let's see if we can go up against Tate, who's done a great job here in the second game.
So Kappa sets and delivers. Excuse me, bases are loaded. I said runners on first and second. Bases are loaded for Tate Gustafson. I think I said, yeah. Bases are loaded.
Yeah.
Sorry.
One
ball.
First time today they were loaded for Sheyenne.
Yeah, there you go. There's a ground ball. Timian picks it up. Over to first. To Fleeflet. Retires. Tate Gustafson on the 5-3 putout. So a nice play by Riley Timian over at the third base bag. Retires Tate Gustafson with bases loaded. And it is the end of 2.5 innings of play here at John Randall Field. And the Mustangs lead 6-1 over the Huskies. We'll be right back after this.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Since the inception of Vaderstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
We're back here at John Randall Field. Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson, Three Borders Sports Network. Thanks for joining us here in game number 2. And we are in the bottom of the 3rd here as the Huskies trail the Mustangs 6-1. And Brian, just as we ended that inning by the nice play by Riley Timian, the Mustangs now have left bases loaded 2 innings in a row. So on the strikeout here in the last inning by Connor Entz, and then now this ground out here by Tate Gustafson, the Cheyenne Mustangs have left bases loaded 2 innings in a row. 7 left on base total. As stepping up to the plate here for the Huskies is Miles Hinckley, left fielder.
Yeah, Sheyenne definitely took advantage of the base runners in the first game, and the Huskies doing a little better job here in the second, getting out a couple jams here. You know, they had a couple miscues in that first game to let them allow some extra runs and extend those innings, and doing a better job cleaning it up here in the second.
So 1 ball, 1 strike to Hinckley. Inside, did it his pant? Nope. So 2-1 now to Miles Hinckley. Pitch goes high and away. It's ball 3 now to Hinckley, the number 9 hitter for the Huskies. Tori Ulick on deck. Ulick and then Kappas.
Be interesting to see if Kappas comes back and pitches the next inning, as the Huskies have rotated through pitchers here in the second game.
Yeah, he's been pitching by committee here as Hinckley draws the walk. So that'll bring up Tori Ulick. He's being DH'd by Josiah. So Tori Ulick at the plate, takes outside, ball 1.
Now batting for the Huskies, center fielder, number 4, Tori
Bottom of the
Ulick.
third. Haven't flipped the lights on yet, Brian. I wonder if they're going to do that here in the top of the inning here now when we come up and then when this inning is half inning is over. High, ball 2. So Connor Entz walks the number 9 hitter Miles Hinckley, and he's behind in the count now to Tori Ulick, 2-0. So we'll see what the senior leadoff hitter drew a walk in the first inning. See what he does with this one. Takes high, ball 3. So the old take signal is on, I'm sure.
I would say he's taken all the way here.
See what happens. 3-0 as Entz sets and delivers. There's one right down the pipe for Connor. Strike 1. It's 3-1.
Take one more here, too.
It's got to be good for the senior. Tori Ulick. If it's down the pipe, you pull the trigger. And it's outside for ball 4. So Tori draws a second walk here. He'll go down to first, and Miles Hinckley down to second. See if coach wants to come out, and I think he's making his way. As one of the Cheyenne coaches comes out of the dugout and heads toward the pitcher's mound. And this mound visit brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. This mound visit brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. So coach wants to go out and talk to Connor Entz here. A couple of walks here to lead off the bottom of the third and see what he can settle his pitcher down here and maybe get some more innings out of him yet in game number 2 tonight.
Might be getting a little fatigued, a little cold out there, too.
That's just you that's cold.
Dude. Tell you right now, I'm going to go home and turn on the heated blanket.
We do have the heat on in here. It is 60 degrees in here.
Turn it into my dad right now.
Are you?
Yeah, he likes it a little warm in the car.
Caden Kappas steps up to the plate for the Huskies. He pitched the last inning for the Huskies. So Kappas comes up with runners at first and second. Hinckley at second. Ulick at first. Kappas squares, ball in the dirt, and runners advance. And there was no bunt there by Caden, but he got the job done as the runners advance now. So runners both in scoring position here. Ulick to second, Hinckley to third.
A couple miscues here by the Mustangs. We saw a fairly clean game by them in game number 1. And starting to give up a few here.
Caden rips it down the right field line, and it drops as a diving Weigel knocks it into foul territory, but it was a fair ball, and we got just one run scored because Weigel made a nice diving attempt for it, but only one run will score. So an RBI for Caden Kappas on the RBI double to right field for Caden. Nice shot there for Caden.
Yeah, Caden doing a good job after doing a good job of pitching in the last inning. Top of the half of the inning, laying that one down the line.
So Kappas got an RBI double here, so he's at second. And standing over at third base is Tori Ulick as Jackson Fleeflet takes outside corner for strike 1 from Connor Entz.
Just kind of waiting for Caden to do something at the plate and able to get it done there at the last at bat with the double.
Entz delivers with runners on second and third to Fleeflet. That fouled back straight into the net, so Jackson right on time with it, just a little bit underneath it. So the 0-2 pitch now to Jackson. Chokes up on the bat a little bit. Swung on and pulled to shortstop. Picking it up is Carlson. He's going to come home with it. And it's a little bit off the mark, allowing Tori Ulick to score. So an RBI for Jackson Fleeflet. And he gets to first base. And holding at second base was Caden Kappas. So it's 6-3 now as the Huskies put across 2 runs here in the bottom of the third. Again, this is just a scheduled 5-inning game.
Just a hard shot there, the short, and Ulick able to make his way in. Throw just off the mark there.
So you got Jackson Fleeflet at first, Caden Kappas at second, and Jaden King at the plate. That one's off the mark. I believe it's ball 2. Swing and a miss by Jaden. It's 2-1. Fleeflet looking over to Coach McCall at first base there. He couldn't see the signals over by Coach Lundsetter in the third base box. And that one's hits Jaden King in the back, and everybody will advance at base. I saw Caden Kappas take off there toward third. And Fleeflet didn't see the sign, but anyway, everybody gets to advance a base on a hit by pitch by Jaden.
Yeah, I think they both are supposed to be going there.
Yep. Jackson was really struggling there to see the signs from Coach Lundsetter. He went over and asked Coach McCall, and about that quick, Jaden King got plunked in the back. And right now, Coach Lundsetter wants to talk to Josiah Hoffman, designated hitter, struck out in his first at bat. Bases loaded for the DH. Huskies with a chance here with nobody out.
Make sure we got everybody on the same page.
Everybody on the same page, yep. So Josiah Hoffman comes to the plate for the Huskies with bases loaded. King at first. Fleeflet at second. Kappas at third. Swung on and missed. Entz in the windup. I got some hand warmers in the pickup.
I left mine at home. I went through them all at the track meet last night.
I bet you did. 1-1. Yeah, I stopped by there last night and just kind of watched from the street there a little bit. I was there maybe 5 minutes, and it was enough for me.
Yeah, when you have a daughter,
I didn't have enough coats.
When you have a daughter that's running, it's
yeah,
hard
you had to
just to stay for just 5 minutes.
Yep. So Josiah takes a high ball 2-1. Nobody out. Corners are in for the Cheyenne Mustangs. High ball 3. So Entz starting to struggle here. Got a couple of walks in this inning already. Gave up a double to Caden Kappas. Hit by pitch for Jaden King.
Yeah, Entz started out well at the beginning of the game. Now he's starting to struggle here late.
Mm-hmm. High ball 4, and he walks in a run.
Yeah, you can kind of see the frustration kind of setting in here too. Not happy about walking in that run.
So Josiah Hoffman gets the RBI the easy way. And we've got a mound visit here. Your mound visit brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, located in 2nd Avenue, downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. We'll take a break because we got to have a pitching change on the second visit. We'll be right back after this break.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck. Three Rivers Crisis Center is offering support to survivors of domestic violence, sexual violence, and child abuse in Richland County for now over 25 years. It's free and strictly confidential. 24/7 access to support and resources including counseling. Get help, identify abuse, plan for safety, support others, and get involved. Three Rivers Crisis Center's 24-hour crisis line is 701-642-2115. All right, we're back here at John Randall Field. In to pitch here on this pitching change, the call to the pen. Our sponsor, OSPTI, your therapy clinic of choice with locations in Fergus Falls, Hankinson, and, of course, here in Breckenridge. Our OSPTI call to the pen brings in Grant Workenthien for the Cheyenne Mustangs. So Workenthien was the catcher in Game 1, and he comes in off the bench here to pitch in Game 2. The bottom of the third to face Riley Timian. So the pitch, and Riley pulls that one foul. Is it fair? Foul. Just foul, about 5 feet foul. It was deep in left field corner. At about the 324 mark, it was about 6 feet in front of it, Brian.
Yeah, Riley hit a ball hard to right field here earlier in the game, and able to pull that one down the line just a hair foul.
6-3, Huskies with bases loaded here and nobody out. Timian at the plate, pulled that one just foul. 0-1 pitch. Swung on, this time it's to right center. Giving chase over in right center. Over his head is Weigel, and he's going to chase that one down. Here comes Timian to second base. He'll slide in safely, and Timian with a 2 RBI double drives in King and Fleeflet.
Riley just doing a great job of going the other way with that one. Just over the head of the right fielder. And able to bring in 2 and slides in for the double. Nice work at the plate there by Riley Timian.
Riley Timian with 2 RBI double there. Like you said, drove it deep to the left side, and then he went to the right field side and drove it that way. Went with the pitch. Nice job of hitting there by Riley Timian.
Coach Lundsetter said on the coach's show, Riley's been doing well at the plate.
Yes, he
showed
has.
it there.
There's Jack Rittenauer, fouls that one back and giving chase here, but it's out of play. Just on the other side of the net was Tate Gustafson, so it'll be strike 1 to Jack Rittenauer. Jack struck out in his first at bat in the second inning.
My score here.
1-run game. 0-1 to Jack Rittenauer. It's still nobody out here with runners on second and third for the Huskies. The pitch. Jack squares and takes a strike. 0-2. Coming in at third base there was Berg, but he's going to settle back and he's going to play right on the edge of the grass. The pitch. Just off the plate. It's ball 1, 1-2. Most of the crowd has stayed for Game 2, Brian. There's a nice crowd under the grandstand canopy here.
That's a really nice crowd, Joe.
So the pitch. Jack hangs with that one on the outside pitch. Berg over to first base. The Carpenter retires Jack Rittenauer. So a slow roller to third base. Berg hustled in to get it and got the out on Jack Rittenauer. 5-3.
Yeah, Berg doing a good job over there, making a nice play. Gets the first out of the inning.
Jack did a good job of hanging with that one on the outside corner, and he just had to do what he had to do. Just put the bat on the ball and try to make the defense make the play as Caden Hawkert comes to the plate. Caden struck out in his first at bat. That one's low and away and not far enough away for Josiah to come in. So Josiah Hoffman stays at third base. It's 1-0.
After some really good pitching for a game and a half now here, the Mustangs are starting to struggle on the mound.
I was just going to say that there, Brian. Entz strong in the first 2 innings, and then he struggled in the third as Workenthien delivers outside ball 2 to Caden Hockert. Two balls, no strikes to Caden Hockert. A 9th hitter in the inning for the Huskies. Swung on and missed. 4 runs across the plate so far for the Huskies here in the bottom of the third. Two and 1 to Hockert. And the pitch. Just off the plate. It's 3-1. It's like Gustafson had to reach for that one a little bit. Three balls, 1 strike. Workenthien. The pitch. Popped out to right field. Weigel giving chase, and makes a running grab. Tagging up at first base is Josiah Hoffman. Nope, he did not tag up in time. He was partway down the third base line and thought it was going to drop, but he should have tagged right away and had to go back to tag up. And just not deep enough now for Josiah Hoffman to score on a fly ball by Caden Hockert.
Yeah, just a miscue there by the Huskies. That's one where you just got to tag. I mean, you know you're going to be able to score on the tag, and if it goes over, you're still going to be able to score. And the Huskies kind of give one away there.
Yep, and that's going to bring up the Miles Hinckley now at the plate. Miles started the inning off with a walk and scored, and as he fouls that one off into the parking lot, I think your pickup's safe on that one.
Yeah, I'm good there. I'm next to you, so if I get hit, you might get hit. So. Yeah, it should be a tie game here, Joe.
Yep. The 0-1 pitch to Hinckley. Swung on and pulled between first and second. Is it deep enough into the hole? And a nice play over at second base by Hagen to Carpenter. Retires Hinckley 4-3. A nice play over there by Hagen. Retires the side. And the Huskies are retired, but not before scoring 5 runs here. And we are... I got 5 runs, so is it 4 or 5? We'll take a break and we'll come back and we'll figure it out. We'll be right back.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI: we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Red River Human Services Foundation provides services to people with disabilities, which enhances their quality of lives and enable them to live, work, and develop relationships in their communities. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple direct support professional positions available in their Wahpeton, Fargo, and West Fargo locations. Job opportunities include flexible scheduling, competitive wages, on-site paid training, and life experience. Voted #1 place to work for the past 5 years. Join their team and apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services Foundation supports all local area sports activities and wishes everyone the best of luck.
All right, we're back here at John Randall Field. Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson, Three Borders Sports Network. We're going to the top of the 4th, and yet one more pitching change as Riley Timian comes in for the Huskies here to pitch the 4th inning, and we got the score straight. It is 6-6.
Well, I was right, but I was wrong because I put the score on the wrong team. But they did score 2 runs there, and when they looked up and they had it wrong, I'm like, I thought it was tied, but. It is tied.
It's tied, 6-6. So I had 6 in my book, and the scoreboard said 5, but we just wanted to be sure. So.
They should know not to question you, Joe.
Oh, no. Oh, that's for sure. All right, again, Riley Timian comes in to face the 5, 6, 7 hitters as Ryder Weigel, Sam Carpenter, and I'm guessing that's going to be Grant Workenthien coming up to hit. And now playing third base is Hawkert. So I'm assuming that Caden Kappas is back at short, which he is. So Hawkert at third. Kappas back to short. Timian delivers, and it just hit the jersey of Ryder Weigel. So he gets hit by a pitch on Riley's first pitch. Again, Riley had a nice double there, Brian, deep, and then Miles Hinckley came up here in a nice play over there by Hagan. And deep in the hole there, got the hustling Hinckley down the first baseline to retire the side here in the last half inning. Now batting is Sam Carpenter, their first baseman, and that one goes outside and back to the pads. Plato gives that one chase. Big turnout at second base there by Weigel, but not going anywhere.
So Riley definitely going to have to settle here quickly.
1 ball, no strikes. Hit the first batter he faced in the first pitch, and Sam Carpenter gets a wild pitch there, and the runner advances to second. That one's pulled just foul. So the count's now 1 ball, 1 strike to Sam Carpenter. He struck out and walked. So he's 0 for 1 officially on the day. So Timian delivers, swing and a miss. Big cut there by Carpenter, and it's 1-2. The lights are on now here at JRF. I think Chad said he's got 1 light bulb out somewhere, so Chad's got to get up on one of those poles. And a swing and a miss and a strikeout there for Riley Timian. Retires Carpenter on strikes.
Settled down quickly.
So you think Chad's going to skinny up one of those poles to change the light bulb?
I'm not going to spot him. That's all I'm going to say. So we'll let him do his work.
So 1 out here for the Workenthien. Comes in to hit here as he came in to pitch for Connor Entz, so he's going to bat in his spot. Swung on and fouled back.
Mustangs, pitcher number 11, Grant Workenthien.
So Workenthien gets his first at bat here in game number 2. Workenthien had a double in game number 1 and was 1 for 3 with a walk.
Did a nice job behind the plate in game number 1.
He sure did. Timian delivers the overhand pitch, and getting over to gauge that one correctly is Torrey Ulick, and he'll get it back to Kappas in a hurry, and a fly ball out for Workenthien. That's the second out here as the Huskies. Riley Timian has allowed 1 runner so far, and Tanner Boehm comes in. Tanner so far has walked and scored and singled. Just inside there. We're tied at 6 here in the top of the 4th. Runner on second base with 2 outs. The runner at second base is Ryder Weigel. He was hit by a pitch on the first pitch by Riley Timian. There's a nice little pitch there that came across for a strike. Again, we've got the NDSCS game on tomorrow night. Scheduled game time is 7 p.m., but we're going to be on the air early at 6:15. Sophomore night here. Swing and a miss at strike 2. Looking forward to that. A couple of former Huskies and post-20 players, Hunter Wamry and Lucy. Isaac Loosemore are going to be recognized as outgoing sophomores here. Their last game here at John Randall Field. A pitch, and it's fouled out of play.
Those guys doing some work, putting up some wins.
Yeah.
In their second year here.
They're both hitting some home runs too. I think they're 1 and 2 on the team as home runs, I think. Hunter's got 3, I think, and Lucy's got 1 or 2. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And a nice inning there for Riley Timian as he retires the side, stranding 1. After 3.5 innings of play here at John Randall Field, we're tied at 6 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Back after this.
Since the inception of Vaterstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck. Welcome back, everybody, to John Randall Field, Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner. Brian Watson here, doing all the hard work tonight as we go to the bottom of the 4th, and we're tied at 6 here. The Mustangs scored 4 in the first, 2 in the second, held scoreless in the 3rd and the 4th, and then the Huskies come back with 1 in the first, none in the second, and 5 in the bottom of the 3rd as we're tied here going into the bottom of the 4th as Tori Ulick leads off for the Huskies, and he takes low ball 1. So Tori Ulick, the leadoff hitter, started out pitching, pitched 1 inning, went out to center field. Takes outside, ball 2. So the senior leadoff hitter has walked twice tonight and scored twice. Stole a base, advanced on a wild pitch. Takes a strike 1 at the knees. It's 2-1 to Torrey. Again, we want to thank all of our sponsors here: Vaterstadt, Thrivent, Farmers Union Insurance, Carlson Family Insurance, Tyke 2-2-2, OSPTI, Mindak Farmers Cooperative, our post-game show sponsor. We'll have a post-game show following this one. Of course, Wahpeton Daily News, Red River Human Services, the City of Wahpeton. And that one floats outside, and the breaking pitch is 3-2.
Yeah, that one tried to come back and decided to stay out there.
Three Rivers Crisis Center, and, of course, Gripper Sports, downtown Wahpeton. Dakota Avenue for all your favorite team sports apparel. Stop and see Tyler and Wayne. Ulick strokes that one over the second baseman's head for a base hit as it falls in front of the center fielder, Bame. So base hit, leadoff base hit here in the bottom of the 4th for Tori Ulick. Brings up Caden Kappas. Nice at bat there for Tori.
The Huskies starting to make a little contact here at the plate. Ulick, Kappas had a nice hit last time at bat. Timian with a nice at bat, a couple nice at bats, even though one was a long fly ball, but able to score runs here at his last at bat.
All right, Caden Kappas at the plate now. He had a double and a couple RBI, or 1 RBI earlier here in the 3rd inning. He squares the bunt and takes strike. Tori Ulick, they did that same thing on the last one, and Tori Ulick stole the base here as that one squirted away from Gustafson behind the plate.
Trying to move that speed over to second, work its way into scoring position.
Weigel out in right field is shading Kappas to right field. Center fielder Bame is straight away as that one's inside. It's 1-1. Sneaking in at third base is Berg. To see if Kappas will square, and he doesn't. There goes Ulick, and he's going to fly to right, and going back is Weigel again, and he makes the over-the-head catch deep in right field as Caden Kappas just a little bit behind and underneath that one, flies out to right field.
Yeah, Weigel able to get that one. Had trouble with one similar like that early, but able to come down with that one.
So that's going to bring up Jackson Fleeflet. Reached on a fielder's choice and was hit by a pitch.
Now, Fleeflet's been very productive at the plate in both games here. So now's the time to put another one in play.
First baseman here in game 2, catcher in game 1. There goes Ulick again. Gustafson bobbled it a little bit, and Ulick will get in easily at second base. A little bit of a bobble there by Gustafson, otherwise he might have had it. Looked like he tried to.
Him. Throw was a little bit wide, but Hagen doing a good job of snagging that one and bringing it back and almost making the tag.
Yep.
Ball skipped in the dirt, and he dug it out, and just a.
Yep. Gustafson tried to grab that one out of his mitt there, and he just reached for it. It wasn't there, and he had to reach back a second time. And I think if that would have been a little bit quicker, he might have had him down there. So Torrey, anyways, successfully steals second base. One out now with the go-ahead run in scoring position. And there he goes to third as Fleeflet swings on that one. It's popped straight up in the infield. Ulick's got to go back. Hagen makes the catch at second base for the out and retires Fleeflet.
Yeah, had it on there, Joe, but it would have been nice if Jackson could have made solid contact.
Yeah, because I think Torrey Ulick might have had the bag stolen too. He had a good jump at second base. The senior probably had the green light there on his own there to steal the base, and he got a good jump there on Workentine. It's going to bring up Jaden King, the right fielder here. Was hit by a pitch and scored in the last inning. There's Workentine. Now he's going to keep an eye on Torrey. Jaden King hit by a pitch last inning and grounded out in his first at bat in the first inning. 0 for 1 here in game 2. King takes high. Jaden King stands about 6'4", and that was about chin high there, so laid off that one.
Jaden, a member of the Huskies basketball team, does nice work inside with that size.
1 ball, no strikes to the sophomore. Jaden King takes low, 2-0. Jaden played up with all these guys, with the Caden Kappas, Jackson Fleeflet, Caden Hockert, Jack Rittenauer played up with those guys all the way through Babe Ruth and just continued on here with these guys. So the sophomore playing with a bunch of juniors. Got a timeout at the plate there taken by Jaden King.
Yeah, this group's played together and had a lot of success together.
Class A Legion champions last year in the state of North Dakota. Had a good run in high school. There's a foul ball out of play. So the count goes to 2-1 here for Grant Workentine facing Jaden King. Runner at second base is Torrey Ulick with 2 outs. Workentine in the set. Ulick took a big jump there. Workentine had to pause and delivers ball 3.
Ulick was almost in front of the shortstop there.
Yep.
Halfway to third base.
Now we'll see if Grant decides to go back and try to keep him honest back there at second base now. It's coming over his Hagen from the second base side to hold Ulick a little bit closer. There goes Ulick, and a drive to left, and that's Jaden King's got a base hit, and he's got an RBI as Ulick comes around to score, and a good hit-and-run display there on the 3-1 pitch. Jaden King delivers the single with the RBI.
Yeah, Jaden King getting it done at the plate there. Really nice at bat, and nice work on the bases there by Torrey Ulick, able to score easily. The ball hit deep to left field.
So Jaden King with 2 RBIs on the night now drives in Ulick for the go-ahead run here in the bottom of the 4th. Again, a scheduled 5-inning game, so Josiah Hoffman now at the plate. Walked and reached third in his last at-bat, and there's a ground ball to third. Over to Berg, now over to first to Carpenter to retire the side and Josiah Hoffman. But not before the Huskies score 1 and take the lead 7-6 here in the bottom of the 4th. We're going to the top of the 5th right after this.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up. And we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefit package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry-level starting wage in the factory is $19.73 per hour. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Denise at 701-671-1338.
Who can't use $2,000 sign-on bonus?
I could, but I'd have to work for it, Joe.
Oh, thanks, Chad. Appreciate it, buddy. It's appreciate you sending the text message. Thank you very much. Who is? They're going to sing? Oh, that's cool. All right, science softball team going to sing the national anthem tomorrow night.
Oh, really?
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
I thought Wendy. Hey, Chris. No, you didn't hear me. Wendy could sing. Wendy does a nice job. Chris Kapp is coming up and telling us that the girls softball team is going to sing the national anthem tomorrow night. That'll be pretty good.
See if the Huskies here can do what they've done the last 2 innings and hold the Mustangs scoreless.
There you go.
And finish off this game here.
James Hagan steps up to the plate with a sacrifice bunt here in the last inning. Pulls that one foul. It's 1-1. Singleton scored in the second inning for James Hagan. So, yeah, Chris Kapp is coming up and telling us that girls softball team for the Science Wildcats are going to sing the national anthem tomorrow night. So a little special thing for that. That's pretty cool.
Surprised they're not playing. They normally play on the same days, but
That's true.
This may be a makeup, though, I think.
Yeah, I think you're maybe right.
This might be a makeup.
Riley Timian delivers. And I believe it's 3-1. It is 3-1. 3-1 to the hitter, James Hagan. And Timian delivers. Swung on, and it's going to be fair. Third base, Hockard's got to whistle it over there, not in time. That was a slow roller down the third base line. Hockard had to hustle that one, and just no chance to get the hustling Hagan down to first base, and he reaches with a single.
Cade doing a good job staying in front of it and keeping it in front of him, and just not able to make the throw in time.
Going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Carter O'Lean, the left fielder. He's walked twice and grounded out once, so 0 for 1 officially. He scored once as well. Runner at first base is Hagan.
A bunch of those slow rollers today, just ball dying in the grass.
Might see a bunt here, buddy. Let's see what happens. Nope. As Blado gets that one outside, ball 1 from Riley Timian. So let's see if the Mustangs try to generate a run here, Coach, and try to tie the game up. Huskies lead by 1. It's a scheduled 5-inning game. Timian sets and delivers. Swung on and missed by O'Lean. Good pitch from Riley.
Let him swing away here, Joe.
See what Coach Bodell does on the 1-1 pitch. See what he tells his leadoff hitter to do. Timian gets the swing and a miss on O'Lean. It's 1-2. You don't want to face Mr. Gustafson here. He's 4th up here in the inning, so you don't want to face him coming up. You'd like to get your 3rd out by then and call it a game, wouldn't you?
I would say so after.
Nice pitch from Riley. It's ground ball to Hockard at 3rd. Bobbles that one. Couldn't come up with it. And the runners are safe. So now we've got runners at 1st and 2nd.
Caden just had a tough time digging that one out of out of the grass, just right on the edge of the dirt and the grass there, and just couldn't hold on to it. Had plenty of time to make the play, but just not able to get the ball in his hand.
So Carter Carlson comes to the plate now. Infield fly rules in effect. Corners coming in. Fleetfoot's inside the bag. There's the bunt and the square, and it's fouled away by Carlson. So now Coach Bodell wants to see what he can do about moving the runners up. Getting the runners in scoring position would be tying run and go-ahead run with Oline at first base. 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for Sheyenne. 7, 4, and 3 for the Huskies. Squares, bunt right back up the middle. Timian looks to first and guns it over to Rittenauer, covering the bag at first, so the runners move up. And Timian to Rittenauer retires Carlson.
Huskies do a nice job and get the out, but the bunt does its job and moves the runners over.
That's what you do, and now you bring it up here for Evan Berg, and then after him, it's Tate Gustafson on deck. He has a home run, a 3-run homer in the first inning for Gustafson.
And it's hit the ball hard outside of the home run, too, as well.
So the infield is on the grass now for the Huskies, and the pitch is a strike from Timian to Blado. Evan Berg at the plate. Walked twice, scored twice, and struck out once.
Berg did not agree with the call there.
0-1. Fisted foul. And into the JV squad for the Sheyenne Mustangs over on the right side. Never did get a score for the JV squad, did we? Sorry about that.
No, we did not.
So Timian now ahead in the count, 0-2 to Evan Berg. Swung on and a foul tip. Skylar Blado hangs on for it to retire Evan Berg. Strike 3.
Nice job there by Blado to hang on to that ball.
That was a tough one when it's foul tip like that. All right, so no wild pitches, no pass balls here as Tate Gustafson comes to the plate. Again, a 3-run homer in the first. He singled in the second and grounded out in the third on a hard ground ball to third base. So we'll see with first base open what Riley Timian does with him. Good stop by Blado as that was outside.
I don't think he's going to give him anything to swing at here, Joe.
I don't think so either. Infield back at normal depth again with 2 outs. Timian delivers. Swung on and pulled. It's just fair down the third base line. And the second run coming into the plate and just takes that funny hop. Blado not able to come up with it. And hustling down to third base in a hurry was Tate Gustafson. So a hard single down the third base line, drives in 2 runs. And then on the errant throw, Tate Gustafson goes to third. So 2 runs across here for the Sheyenne Mustangs here in the top of the 5th. Gustafson with another couple RBI.
That ball right down the line, hit the bag and bounced up. And the Hawker just didn't have a chance on it on the rebound.
And 2 outs here, and Sheyenne scores 2 runs here in the top of the 5th. And Timian delivers. There's a fly ball line drive, and Caden Kappas pulls that one right out of the air. So at the end of 4.5 innings of play, we're going to the bottom of the 5th. Huskies trail by 1. It's 8-7 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard.
Did you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connect.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Well, we were kind enough from Becky DeVries sent us a text message and said that the Huskies 4, the Mustangs 7 in the JV game. So the Huskies lost by 3 in the JV game. She said it was scoreless going into the 6th inning, and it was a good game. So,
there you go.
So the Huskies JV squad falls to the Mustangs 7-4. Got a new pitcher out here too, bud.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I was going to say we got a good one going here in the second game.
We do 8-7 here.
The Huskies tried to dodge the bullet and pitched Kate Gustafson, and not able to do that. And Mustangs take advantage of it and go ahead here in the top of the 5th. And now the Huskies are going to have to try and come back and walk them off.
Ince re-enters the game, goes to first base because that means that Sam Carpenter is now the pitcher for the Mustangs here. And we're going to start out here in the bottom of the 5th with Riley Timian, the pitcher for the Huskies, at the plate facing Sam Carpenter. Sam's first pitch goes wide, and it's ball 1.
Pitching for the Mustangs, number 25, Sam Carpenter.
So Carpenter delivers the 1-0 pitch, and that one bounces at about 58 feet, 2 feet in front of home plate. 60 feet, 6 inches, Brian.
Just a little bit short.
So 2-0 to Riley. I do not know what they're going to do if this ends up tied.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
I don't know. I'm sure both teams want to save their pitching for that's inside there and almost hits Riley. It's 3-0.
Maybe that might have got him.
He doesn't want to go, though. He wants to hit.
Yep.
So it's 3-0 to Riley Timian. Riley again with a big double here, scoring 2 runs on his last at bat. That one's ball 4. So Riley got first base anyway. And coming up to the plate here for the Huskies, it's going to be Jack Rittenauer. We got a courtesy runner, Sterling Warney, coming in for Timian. And Riley is the pitcher, so you can do a courtesy runner. So Jack Rittenauer at the plate here, struck out and grounded out. 0-for-2 on the day for Jack. Looking for a big hit here, maybe even, who knows, if he squares up here, Brian. 1-run lead for the Mustangs. Jack didn't square up that time. It's ball 1. So 5 pitches, 5 balls for Sam Carpenter. You taking all the way?
I am.
Till he throws a strike anyway. We'll see what Jack does.
I've been wrong a time or two.
Just off the plate, it's ball 2. As Gustafson looked back to the umpire at the home plate and didn't seem like he agreed with the umpire.
I don't think he liked that call.
I believe it's 2-0. And that pitch goes outside. Gustafson chases it down. It's 3-0. Workentine is out. He was pitching in the last inning. Carpenter delivers. There's a call strike. 3-1. So the 9th pitch is finally a strike for Sam Carpenter.
Seen one. I'd like to see another, though.
I would, too. It's got to be good for Jack. See what Jack does with this one on the 3-1 pitch. Hitters count. You sit on the fastball, and there it is, right down the pipe. 3-2. Now you got to protect.
Yep.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Carpenter to Rittenauer. High, ball 4, and Jack draws the walk. So 2 walks in a row here by Sam Carpenter. Puts the winning run at first base with nobody out. And here comes Caden Hockert, and here comes Coach Bodell out to talk to Sam Carpenter, and he's bringing a glove with him, so I'd say that's about it for Sam Carpenter on that visit to the mound. Brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, located on 2nd Avenue, downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal by Carlson Family Insurance this mound visit. We'll give you the pitching change here, and that'll be coming up next after we come back after this break here. It's 8-7. The Huskies trail by 1, and they're threatening here in the bottom of the 5th.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
All right, that call to the pen brought to you by OSPTI, your therapy clinic of choice with locations in Fergus Falls, Hankinson, and Breckenridge. Call to the pen brought to you by OSPTI, and that brings in the pitcher now is James Hagan. He comes in from second base, and then moving over to second base is Entz, and then back to first base is Carpenter, and they're going to face Caden Hockert. So Hagan in to pitch. Carpenter back to first, Entz over to second. Hockert squares and pops it up, and it lands, so everybody's got to go. And nobody at third, and the throw goes wild. And we'll see if coming home, and he does. Here comes Warney, and he scores the tying run, and everybody's safe on the errant throw by Gustafson to third base. A bunt that went up in the air. The runners had to hold Brian, and Warney running for Timian had to hold up there at second base, and it ended up dropping, and then the throw by Gustafson is off the mark.
Yeah, the bunch is straight in the air. Runners have to wait, and then bounces right in front of the catcher, and Huskies able to score on the errant throw.
So we're tied at 8 now. Nobody out here for the Huskies as Warney scores the tying run. Over to second base is Rittenauer. And at first base now is Caden Hockert. Miles Hinckley, the number 9 hitter, at the plate for the Huskies. Corners are in for these Mustangs here as we're tied at 8, nobody out. Rittenauer the winning run at second. Hinckley squares, pops it up, foul. You don't want to push the bat at the ball, Coach. You want to just stick the bat out there and let the ball come to the bat.
He's got 2 bunts that just not very well executed there, both in the air. And you got to lay a good one down here.
So Hagan on the mound there. Ahead in the count. 0-2. And he pulls the bat back this time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hagan facing Miles Hinckley. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Going back to second, but then heading down to third on the slide. And is he safe? What is the call? He is safe.
Yeah, it's got to be safe. Their ball came out.
Ball juggled down at third base there. And heading down there in a hurry, scooting down there was Jack Rittenauer getting in safely for the stolen base. So runners advance. First base is open.
9 more.
Oh, excuse me. He went down on a walk, huh? Or did they just did it? That was an intentional walk? Is that what they did? Okay. So they filled the bases with the walk to Miles Hinckley, and now the bases are full. So nobody out. The senior, Tori Ulick, up to the plate. We're tied at 8. So the intentional walk given to Miles Hinckley to load the bases as long as it was open. Ulick, all he's got to do is put it out to the outfield. Jack Rittenauer at third.
Infield's in.
Infield is in on the grass. Yes, they are. Ball 1. And that one's a little bit off the mark. It's ball 2. Hagen on the mound for the Mustangs. 2-0 to Tori Ulick. Tori with a chance to end it. Caden Kappas on deck. The 2-0 pitch. Outside, ball 3 to Tori. So it could come down to just this one pitch for the Huskies. The 3-0 pitch. Right down the pipe, strike 1. Tori taking all the way.
Gonna take one more, too.
Bases loaded. He swings that one. That one's not deep enough to score the run, I do not think, unless it drops. And it does, unless they called infield fly, but the run was out. And it was infield fly. I believe they called infield fly. Runners can advance at their own risk. That should be the end of the game.
That's only one out.
Right, and the runners can advance at their own risk,
right.
So it should be a run. And they are calling that one a game. So Tori Ulick flies out to second base on the infield fly rule. But the run does come across because the runners can advance at their own risk. And scoring the winning run was Jack Rittenauer from third base. So your final score here, the Huskies win 9-8. We'll be right back with our Mindak Farmers Cooperative postgame show coming up right after this.
Since the inception of Vaderstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
Red River Human Services Foundation provides services to people with disabilities, which enhances their quality of lives and enable them to live, work, and develop relationships in their communities. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple direct support professional positions available in their Wahpeton, Fargo, and West Fargo locations. Job opportunities include flexible scheduling, competitive wages, on-site paid training, and life experience. Voted #1 place to work for the past 5 years, join their team and apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services Foundation supports all local area sports activities and wishes everyone the best of luck.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefit package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry-level starting wage in the factory is $19.73 per hour. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Denise at 701-671-1338.
Welcome back to the post-game show here, brought to you by Mindak Farmers Cooperative, offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for full-time employment. Check out their webpage at www.mdf.coop. Again, Mindak Farmers Cooperative with a $2,000 sign-on bonus, our post-game sponsor. Your final score here, the Huskies defeat the Sheyenne Mustangs in game number 2, 5 innings. And it was a 9-run game here by the Huskies, scoring 2 in the bottom of the 5th. With 4 hits and 3 errors. And then the Mustangs finished with 8 runs on 8 hits and committed 2 errors. One of the interesting stats here, Brian, as I look at it, Huskies left 6 on base, but the Mustangs left 9 on base. So the Huskies pitching and the defense came through, stranding 9 Mustang players.
Yeah, I just think, changing of the pitches, kind of pitching by committee, as we talked about, just kind of kept Giant off balance a little bit. And, they did a really good job in the first game of taking advantage of some of the miscues and the base runners that they had, but just not able to do that once they got past the second inning of the second game. Wahpeton did a good job of keeping them away from home plate. Riley Timian came in and did a good job of pitching in that second game. And really just one miscue away from ending that game in the top of the 5th inning. So a good second game. And it felt like, the Mustangs just kind of ran out of gas on the mound. They did such a great job in the first game with Hammond, and then Ince came in and started out strong in the second game. And then after that, they just kind of fell off. I think Ince got a little tired and then just not able to put it together on the hill to finish out the second game.
Yep, and then Carpenter came in to start the 5th inning, the bottom of the 5th for them, and he walked the first 2 runners, and those are the first 2 runs the only 2 runs that scored in the bottom of the 5th for the Huskies. So the 2 walks given up by Carpenter result in the winning runs for the Huskies. So Huskies took advantage when they had to.
Yeah, they did a good job of staying with it. After you play a game like you do in the first game where you score 1 run and you give up 17 or whatever, and you just kind of, what's going to happen in that second game? Are you going to have the energy or the effort, to kind of stay with it? And you just have to, even though the game is not a counter, you still have to go out there and play good baseball.
Yep.
You're always playing for the next day so that you can get better.
Yep.
And you never know. I mean, it's going to come down to, maybe you have to play them in order to advance or something like that. But you will certainly want to play your best no matter what game you're playing or what you're playing for. You always want to give your best in every single game, and the Huskies did that in the second game.
There you go. And your final score, once again, the Huskies 9, the Sheyenne Mustangs 8. And again, a scheduled 5-inning game here in Wahpeton, North Dakota. The Huskies take the second. So they get a split here tonight, falling in the first game and then taking the second game 9-8. All right, buddy, we've got to tear it down and get all set up again for tomorrow. We got the NDSCS baseball tomorrow. They got one game.
One game only tomorrow. Should be fun. Be their only home game of the season. Sophomore day for the junior college, so they're going to honor those sophomores and a couple of Wahpeton kids amongst those sophomores. Yep. So it should be a good day at the ballpark. Those guys are going to play their last game at John Randall Field. They played a lot of baseball on this field and in this stadium. So going to be a big day for those guys. Might be a little emotional.
Yeah.
Playing their last game here. So but it should be fun. Hopefully the weather's nice so rain stays away.
That's what I was going to do.
Because we may get a little rain here in a little bit. And
what?
Well, that's what they say, but, hey, weathermen are always wrong.
No, stop it. It wasn't supposed to rain, was it?
Well, I don't know. My watch told me it's going to rain at 9:19.
Oh, wow.
So evidently it's back to the future right now.
My phone says it's 5% chance, so
we'll see.
I think we'll be all right. So tomorrow it's supposed to be 58, so we'll be all right tomorrow. We can turn the heat on in here for you again.
Should be nice tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. So.
All right, so we'll have that on 125 as well, and we'll have it here on our YouTube channel. Again, we'll be on the air probably a little bit after 6 o'clock because at 6:15 they're going to honor the sophomores, as Brian said. And then a special treat here from the Wildcats women's softball team going to sing the national anthem.
Yeah, that should be a treat as well. So it should be good.
Got some good stuff coming up here, folks. We got a lot of other things we can talk about, too, another day. But we're working on some things behind the scenes here at Three Borders Sports Network to bring you some non-sports broadcasts. So we're looking forward to that, too, as well.
Yeah, always trying to do some different content.
We're working on it.
Have the Shrine Game this summer, too.
Shrine Game, don't forget that on June 18th.
Teaming up with Your Live events. So, just trying to put things together. Should be a good spring, finish to the spring, and then a good summer, too.
Yeah, if you want to join us in the sponsorship of the Shrine Game, again, it's players from all over the state of North Dakota, 9-man and 11-man. There's 2 games. And also players from northwest Minnesota. No players from Breckenridge this year. And, of course, Blake Schaefer from Wahpeton will be playing in the 11-man games. So we're looking forward to that. Anything else, B-Dub? We'll wrap it up.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, buddy. For Brian Watson, I'm Joe Schreiner. Huskies earn a split tonight, winning the game 2, 9-8 over the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. For Brian Watson, I'm Joe Schreiner. We'll see you tomorrow night just after 6 p.m. here, live from John Randall Field as the NDSCS Wildcats take on MSCTC, the Spartans. We'll see you tomorrow night.